total eclipse of the sun is one of the most incredible and awe-inspiring astronomical events you will ever see. Not only is the rare alignment of the sun, moon and earth beautiful to behold, it is also a chance to witness the clockwork motions of our solar system in real time. Join us as we take a look at the safest ways of observing a solar eclipse, from easy, kid-friendly methods to techniques for more seasoned observers. For more stargazing advice, be sure to like our channel, hit that subscribe button, and visit skyatnightmagazine.com. But first, what actually is a solar eclipse? A solar eclipse occurs due to the very fortunate alignment of three separate bodies: the sun, earth, and the moon. A solar eclipse happens when all three are perfectly aligned, with the moon in the middle. The moon passes in front of the sun from our perspective on Earth, blocking out its light. During a partial solar eclipse, the moon only blocks out the upper or lower part of the solar disk. But during a total solar eclipse, the moon completely obscures the sun for a brief period known as totality. Total solar eclipses occur due to one of the most amazing coincidences in nature, one that could be our planet's most unique feature. The moon is 400 times smaller than the sun, but the sun is 400 times further away, meaning the two objects appear the same size on the sky. During a total solar eclipse, the silhouette of the moon perfectly covers the solar disk. Earth is in the shadow of the moon, and for a brief few minutes, darkness falls, and we are able to see the sun's outermost layers, the corona, surrounding the moon in a halo of light. Not all eclipses completely cover the sun though. The moon's orbit is slightly elliptical, meaning it's closer to Earth during some eclipses than others. If the eclipse occurs when the moon is in the part of its orbit that's furthest from Earth, it appears slightly too small to fully cover the sun, instead leaving a visible ring of fire. This is an annular eclipse. If you're lucky enough to be in a part of the world where a solar eclipse is coming up, be it partial, total, or annular, you'll want to know how you, your family, and your friends can observe it. However, looking directly at the sun can damage your eyes, so it's important you always take proper precautions whenever you're viewing it. It's also vital that you never leave solar equipment unattended, especially if there are children around. So, let's take a look at the best, safest ways to view a solar eclipse. Number 1. Projection through a colander. This simple and safe method is great if you're viewing an eclipse with kids, as it involves nothing more than an ordinary colander from the kitchen and a piece of white paper or card. Simply hold the colander up to the sun during the eclipse and position the piece of paper on the ground. Look at the shadow cast by the colander onto the card, and you should see that rather than the usual circles, all the holes appear to be small crescents, corresponding to the eclipsed phase of the sun. Not only is this method cheap and easy, it's also very safe, as you won't be directly observing the sun. Number 2. Eclipse glasses. The most common method of observing a solar eclipse is using certified eclipse glasses. All you have to do is put them on and look up. While the base of these is usually just thin card, they have one key ingredient: certified solar filters that cut out 99% of the sun's light, including the most harmful radiation. This allows you to see the surface detail on the sun, such as sunspots. Only ever buy proper certified solar eclipse glasses from a reputable supplier, and check they have the correct ISO or CE safety certification printed on the frames. The American Astronomical Society has a handy list of reputable vendors for eclipse glasses. You can find the link in this video's description. Before you put them on, regardless of whether they are brand new or have been in the drawer since the last eclipse, check your eclipse glasses for tears or scratch marks. If you find even a pinprick, throw them out and get a new pair. Eclipse glasses should only really be used to view the sun for short periods of time. Most manufacturers recommend no more than 3 minutes. If you want to look at the sun beyond the eclipse, you may also want to consider solar binoculars, which are not only more robust, but also magnify your view to show more detail. Number 3. White light filters. For experienced practical astronomers with their own telescope, one of the best ways to view a solar eclipse is with a special white light filter. These filters effectively turn your ordinary telescope into a solar telescope, enabling you to get a magnified view of the sun and observe real detail on the surface. However, because you're not only looking at the sun but magnifying its light, this technique can be dangerous if you don't do it correctly. You should only attempt this technique if you know what you're doing. If you're in any doubt, do not risk it. Just the same as Eclipse glasses, you should only buy solar filters from a reputable supplier and check them carefully for scratches and tears before fitting to your telescope. Make sure the telescope is pointing away from the sun before attaching the filter, and check the filter fits over the entire aperture with no light leaking around the edges. Remember to cap, or better yet remove, your telescope's finder scope. Be just as careful when you are packing your telescope away, and make sure you aim it away from the sun before removing the filter. Number 4. Solar telescopes. Many telescope manufacturers offer telescopes that are dedicated to solar astronomy. Most of these only show light produced by hydrogen, which can really help to emphasize certain solar features such as prominences. Solar telescopes are one of the most convenient and safest ways of observing real detail on the sun, as they are specifically made for the purpose. However, they are undoubtedly the priciest method of all. But if you're interested in solar observing throughout the year, it could be a good investment. You could even start your own logbook to record and sketch activity on the surface of the sun, tracking the peaks and troughs of each solar cycle. If there's a solar eclipse coming up where you are in the world, hopefully we've given you a taste of the various options available for you for safe observing, from easy low-cost methods that enable you to enjoy the solar eclipse, to more advanced techniques that will enable you to directly, and more importantly, safely, track detail on the surface of the sun. For more stargazing tips and advice, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and visit skyatnightmagazine.com for the latest astronomy news. From all of us here at BBC Sky at Night magazine, thank you for watching.